EFF leader Julius Malema joins me in studio to discuss the economy, land and more. Thanks so much for your time on SABC News. Let's start with this issue.
Hello guys, welcome back. In today's videos, we're going to discuss Julius Malema. Hey, Julius Malema. Julius Malema. Julius Malema. Remember, this is an open discussion. No one is attacked. You can type your opinion. You have no comments, no one commented, but this is an open discussion. This is an open discussion. It's an open discussion. Anyone is allowed to speak your thoughts. You are allowed. You are allowed to be yourself. This is an open discussion. Like the topic of the land in South Africa is a sensitive topic in South Africa. When we talk about the land, others people are shaking, others are smiling. There's a party was created by Julius Malema called EFF. In today's videos, you're going to get his idea what it's going to do with the land, because he's a big politician man who say, like, when I'm done, this what I'm going to do with the land when I take over. You can see the years is 7 years ago. 7 years ago, which you can learn from him. 7 years ago, and I'm eating my breakfast so late. Just imagine I eat my breakfast so late.
EFF leader Julius Malema joins me in studio to discuss the economy, land and more. Thanks so much for your time on SABC News. Let's start with this issue of land expropriation without compensation. How do you practically see that working without causing harm to the economy?
I love the question. What a brilliant question. This is a brilliant question to say, like, we see this topic of the land without compensating is a topic that is getting bigger and bigger. The topic that is getting bigger and bigger. Since you're Julius Malema, you are the one in parliament, your party focus on is raise it a lot. You understand what you are planning to do. How can we achieve, or how can you take the land? Something like that. You go through that. How can you take the land? Making sure there's no someone who get harmed in the process. There's no war. The land is taken, but no one is being affected, or there's no war, something like that.
Well, the state becomes the custodian of the land, and all of us go to the state to explain what we're going to be using our land for.
So like the state will be owning the land. So as if you want the land, you go to state, say like, hey state, I want to run a farm. Like in between. You say like, I want to run a farm, state, man. I want to run a farm. I want to open a garage. I want to run those things. So how can I get the land? Something like that. If you want the land, you go to state. Say, state, I want the land. I have an idea. Same in Botswana is like that. In Botswana, when you want the land, you go to state. As a youth member, say, I want the land. I'm so stressed. I want to open a business that's going to give back to community. A business that's going to help even in the community, is going to create jobs for our people. That Julius Malema is saying, like, we go to state.
And if it makes sense to the state allows you to continue using that land for that purpose. So if the land is producing food, you just simply tell the state, here we're producing food, here we're farming cattle, here we're mining, there's an office space. This is what we're using it for.
I love your idea, Mariam. You are so smart. I love your idea. Brilliant idea. So like, if you want to run a mine, you say like, here we are mining. We tell the state that this is our goal. This is our goal. I'm going to open a mine here to mine whatever I'm going to mine. And I'm going to create jobs. We're going to pay tax, bring back to community, pay tax. That's how unemployment is going to be defeated in South Africa. If you want unemployment to be 2%, 5%, is when the land is returned. That's the best way. The way how we explain it. So like, you're going to explain to say like, I want to run this, I want to run this, I want to run this. Like, to be honest, this how the land is going to be this is how the land is going to be. This is how poverty is going to be. Like, this is the best strategy for poverty.
And we guarantee you whatever years that you will be requiring to use that particular land for.
So like, that means you don't own the land now. You see, like, when it comes to there's a problem then. So that means in that way, that means now you don't own the land. Yeah, it won't work then. If it's a plan like that, it won't work. So we don't own the land. It's owned by the government. Yes, I love that.
What kind of rejigging would need to be done to the state system? Because we've seen that a lot of state implemented actions, such as land reform, perhaps, aren't working.
There was a
they say like land reform is not working. And people educate them last to teach them about the EFF soil pillars, you know. There's a land reform there. And then 7 pillars of EFF.
lack of political will.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is based.
Normally, guys, I don't skip ads because I'm a YouTuber. I understand the importance of the ads, you know. So I don't skip those ads.
All you need is a political will. Everything else will work. I don't think that the state is not capable to handle the land issue. It's capable to handle anything. The state is actually the biggest institution, bigger than capital itself.
Yeah, the state is the biggest. But the thing is, Julius Malema, the thing is like, we won't own the land. Like we say, like this agreement say how many years are going to own the land. So what happens if you die? If you die, what will happen with the land? The government can pay their own land. What about your kids? Or it can be a permanent. You can take the land forever. Madam, your plan. I hear you, but your plan is.
And therefore, if land can be run by private sector, what stops the state from running the land? So we think that corrupt-free state, the capable state, is well equipped on behalf of the people, because we say it's the government of the people by the people.
My God, you know, when the land, like I want to come and search. But when the state own the land, it's not a good idea. No. Now for me, like I understand, but if you all own the land, what if you die? What if you die? Yeah. What if you die? So the state, the government is going to take your business. What about your kids? No. That's not a good idea. No. Nah, like I love Malema, but yeah, like no. Like I said, me, I work with the truth. But maybe it's the best way, like, to avoid a war in this country because of the land, yo. The land is a topic that is. I want to show you something. I want to show you something. I want to show you something. The land is the biggest thing, but if owned by the state, we need to focus on this advantage and disadvantage. These are disadvantage. Advantage when the land is owned by the state. For everyone, the government can use the land for schools, hospitals, parks, and roads. Everyone benefits. If the state is owned by government, fair use, prevent rich people from buying all the land just to make money. Definitely, that will be good. Better plan, government can plan cities, farms, makes money from the country. The government can rent to sell the land to earn money. You see, like now, as we want to earn money, we want to make that money. Help the poor can be used for cheap houses or farms for people who need it. It helps the poor people can be used for cheap houses or farms for people who need it. This is the advantage of when the government is owning the land. Disadvantage is when it's not owned by the government. Slow waste. Sometimes the government does not use the land well. It stay empty. Lots of rules can take long time permission to use the land. People may not. In this country, we are corrupt. In this country, we are corrupt. Just imagine. They are going to give their friends land. If land is owned by a state, they're going to give their friends land in this corrupt country. Look what they're doing with money. Look what they're doing with money. I think it's a good thing, like, whites own 70% of the land for now. Because of white people, they own 70% of the land. For now, it's a good thing. Because of our leaders, they're going to give their feminist land, corruption. No.
To handle the land on behalf of our people.
So land has been a very big part of our national discourse. Tax at the moment as well is also a very big part. There's been allegations that Carl Phillips, who's a co-director in Carnelix, alongside alleged tobacco smuggler Adriano Mazzotti, is said to have given you a R1 million loan. You also received money from Mazzotti to help start EFF, which you've also said. So
1 million, like they give who 1 million loan? So because of, like, lady, if you stand to the question of the land, let the question be ended. Because I'm like, now I don't understand. What is 1 million rand for what? I can't love credit. I never saw a country like South Africa that love to borrow. Borrow money will pay it. Borrow money will pay it. Borrow money is like we don't have our own minerals. Borrow money will pay it. Borrow money will pay it. South Africa is like that. So in China, they know when president say like, hey, can you speak? They say, oh, they want money. They want money.
You also received money from Mazotti to help start EFF, which you've also said. So can you just clarify where we are on this issue and where we are on this issue of your tax? Because it seems to be back in the public domain.
No, my tax is done. Kyle loaned me 1 million, and it's not a new story. I wrote it in the affidavit to court when SARS wanted to sequestrate me. It's not a...
Oh, you talk about him. Let me tell you something, guys. Don't know. Malema once lost everything because of the thing called tax. So like now they ask him about he lost tax.
New discovery. It's just that people are reading tweets because they are shorter and easy to read. I'm not responsible for laziness. If people are lazy to read, it's none of my business. Mazotti, the same thing. In 2014, Mazotti, we announced that he donated 200,000 when we were asked to pay 600,000.
Wow, at least they help him, Shane. You're not paying tax, madam. Tax is dangerous. Paying tax. Tax make people cry. Taxi. Stay away with taxi. Especially if you are running, you make money for yourself.
I was fired from work. I didn't have money. Floyd didn't have money. We're forming a party. We called for everybody to come and contribute. Mazotti came with 200,000. We put it on record in public. We didn't hide it so that if people don't appreciate political parties that gets money from cigarette people, they can just not vote the EFF. So we said to the people, this is where the monies come from different wealth.
My name is smart. You are smart. Very smart. It's like we lost everything. He lost everything. Like when he started EFF or after EFF was established or before EFF was established. But basically still say like we are forming a party, me and Shivambu. Alright? When he said, maybe I forget first. Then we asked some donation to people who would like to vote for EFF. Then someone came with 200,000. So beautiful. Now the party is growing and is doing the most. EFF is the biggest party in South Africa. It's the biggest in Africa. It's the biggest internationally because of people from South Africa. People from South Africa, they know their struggles, their history, their pains via EFF. Leaders from other African country, when they listen to this guy speak, the brave man in the world, Julius Malema. The brave man in the world, Julius Malema, is started to wake up. Internationally, Trump, when things are going hard, Malema is the one who's bravest to tell the Trump to back off. This guy. But like when things sometimes come with a reason, it comes with a reason.
Wishes. It's not about Mazotti donating 200,000. They are very angry that the EFF managed to register because at that time everybody else thought we will not register. Remember, we went to court and we lost the court. We said to the court, you can't make political parties to register to exercise their democratic right. If this government was not requiring money to register political parties, Mazotti will not have paid the money. So
where did you get the money after apartheid? Where? Just this man, 200,000. Malema ain't being helped by Mazotti if it
Where did they expect us to get the money from? They are disappointed. We are here and we are troubling them. And they are blaming Mazzotti for having contributed that money. But had it not been Mazzotti and all others who donated to register the EFF, will not have EFF in parliament, will still have Zuma as a president. Thank
Wow. You know, I think a good advice to take to Julius Malema. He started EFF. Julius Malema, he started EFF, but like having nothing. Asking donation to people, can you please donate? This part is going to help you. Please donate. People they donating. Even Mazzotti. So people they feel like Mazzotti, I don't know what he have done. And say like go to open a case then. Because of like now, EFF is here and EFF is troubling you, you have a problem with Mazzotti. Wow, this is a motivation, man. You have no reason to come with excuses, man. Based on this statement I'm hearing, even like me, I have no reason to come with excuses. You can see how EFF is big today by borrowing money. Not borrowing, by asking donation.
Thanks to Mazzotti and those who helped us to form this organization. It's not a secret.
Let's stay with that issue of political party funding. My Vote Counts recently went to the Constitutional Court and won something that said political parties should disclose who votes for them. As a political party, what kind of a...
Oh, there's no like I have a headache. Yo, look, guys, we work so hard. We work so hard. Wow, Julius Malema is smart, man. This guy is smart.
criteria do you have now for who can donate to the EFF? Because, you know, again, there's allegations of those are proceeds of crime, perhaps. And you've said, you know, if this person is involved in crime, he must go to jail. But how do you decide whose money to accept? And then...
Oh, Mazzotti like said is a crime money. Mazzotti is a crime money, and now they say like the money that Mazzotti donated is the money for crime. That's what they say. Like they go to open a case then. If you believe it's the money for crime, why you don't go to open a case? Don't give me stress. Don't give me that attack me. Someone donated the money that we needed to register. We registered. So the news are coming after that. So like, yo, money this. Then go to open a case.
How do people trust that the money you're taking is not dirty money?
Well, you know, to declare money as a proceeds of crime, we can't have any Tom, Dick and Harry moving around the corridors of bathrooms and declare money to be proceeds of crime. It has to be a court. So
yeah, perfect. Yeah, you say like you can't hear by rumors. Rumors say like, yeah, you take money for crime. You take money for crime. You say like that decision must come to court. So there's a dirty money. And how do they know? Because like people they wanted to make sure EFF doesn't exist. So you say like, hey guys, I'm starting a political party. I'm starting a political party, right? And then you're busy asking donation. Then after asking donation, like he said, like it was public when he talking about that 200,000. It was public. Then Duruk. People they that 200,000. People they go against it. They want to know where this money coming from. The money come from Mazzotti. They say like, no, we don't trust Mazzotti. This money is dirty man. People, rumors. They just say like, if like that, why they don't go to police? They're waiting for what? They're waiting for what? When we speak to EFF is far. And I would like to thank Julius Malema for this kind of motivation. If you're watching this video, you've been saying like, I'm waiting to have a perfect time. I'm waiting the man. The man will never come. Ask people. Yesterday I was doing the video about asking help when you need it. Because of you'll never be successful in this life working alone. And this is what Julius Malema has supported my statement. Like in this life, whether you like it or not, you'll never be successful working alone.
White supremacy, that's how it works. It equates itself to the court of law, and once it has made judgment about you, it's final. This Mazoti money has never been taken to court and been found guilty to be proceeds of crime. And I'm on record saying, if it was to be declared as proceeds of crime, the EFF will be more than willing to return that money. Anyone can donate money to the EFF. The EFF will not accept money knowingly that this proceeds of crime, this is money for corruption and all those type of things.
Yeah, how can you, and even like when someone donate, and for example, lots of the kids when I see in the movies, when I see in the movies, people are going to run a tuck shop, even years of tall. People running tuck shops, can be cleaning money of drugs. But you don't know. As an average person or someone, you don't know these things. Like someone is like, oh, that guy's running a big business, he's selling cars, but the background is a man of drugs. But you don't know he's a man of drugs, but you see this guy owning a beautiful business. Then when we need help, this guy say like, man, I have 500,000. I'll donate 500,000. My business is doing well. How do you know like that money is for drugs? Unless if the police are come to do their work, that you'll know. And they provide evidence to you. So like this guy is doing this and this and this and this. So I understand him.
We try by all means to try and ensure that we receive donations from credible individuals who are not found guilty and who are not doing business with government and who are not engaged in any shenanigans. And that's why we said if Mazoti has done anything wrong, if this lazy guy, Jack Park,
a lazy guy. So the topic changed. It's no longer about the land now. It's about Mazoti.
Because he's lazy to work, you can see him physically is challenged. He can bring the evidence to us.
That's where they're going to retain the money of Mazoti. They're like, I'm gonna approach people the money. So let the court do their work, let the police do their work, then come with evidence and statement. You understand? And then they'll get their money. Well, like, what do I need? What I need, and you're right, guys, I need donation and what? Same to students. So, like, guys, I need to finish my degree this year. I need donation, guys. Can you please help me? If they send the 30,000, they're going to go after that 30,000. It's the same, man. It's the same as just man saying. You'll not be asking like, where do you get the money? Even they will lie. Say, I run the business outside, I run this. This is how I got my money.
We'll take that evidence ourselves to the police and get Mazoti arrested. So in the absence of any form of evidence, we will not entertain any gossip. We support the judgment. Political parties must disclose and let the voters decide. If they don't want to vote for parties that get money from people like Mazoti. But where was the EFF going to get money at that time? You needed brave people who were not scared of the system. Anyone who had donated money to the EFF at that time.
Yeah, he's right. He was right. Because of EFF, like most of the time, I was thinking about, like I said, during that time, people they thought like EFF is against white people. So I understand it very well when you say that, because of the time people think like EFF is against white people. EFF is this and this and this and this. And it's like during that time, people were donating money. People who were brave enough to donate money. I don't know why you say like they were brave. I don't know he's speaking for which side, but it's like those people who are donating were brave, which just makes sense.
Would have been isolated.
Okay, let's move on to more general view now. Elections are coming up next year, and obviously you're going to be trying to win people's vote. The economy, we're seeing a deficit of 2.2% in our GDP growth, unemployment at about 26.7%.
How many shares is this unemployment 27%? 7 years ago. 7 years ago. Seven years ago, they're still talking about unemployment rate. Just imagine. Seven years ago, they're still talking about unemployment rate. 7 years ago, they're still talking about unemployment rate 27%. 2025, which is 7 years ago, 2017, something like that. Let me check. 2018. 2018 unemployment rate was 27%. 2025. What about 2025? Come on, guys, we want to listen to this. What's happening with this?
What would you say is your plan to grow the economy outside of land?
We want the state to own strategic sectors of the economy because we know the state is not driven by wanting to maximize profits. The problem we are faced with now is that even if the economy grows, it doesn't create jobs. That money is not redistributed. Actually, those who are making money out of this economy, they put it in the banks and they don't reinvest it in the economy. They don't open industries because...
It's right, you know. It's right. Even like people, they save money on their banks. They don't open businesses. No one is going to create the jobs then. If like people, they save money on their banks, on their bank account, it's still like there won't be jobs. It's clear. People don't open the jobs. Who will create jobs for them? This is a very point. If people they save their money in their accounts and then they don't open businesses to employ people, that's so bad. It's very bad.
They've got no confidence on this democratic government presided over by black people because those who have the money are white people. So we
Ish. You're speaking the truth, man. You're speaking the truth, man.
Need the state intervention. That's what happened even in England after World War. The state had to come and own strategic sectors of the economy, revive the economy, and once they were sure now the economy is on its own feet, then allowed private capital to come in and participate, much more into the economy.
This man is smart, man. He'll be saying different histories. So like even in England, when the war ended, they never allow private to interfere. Which is our mistake. we never allow the state to be fit enough so we can allow visitors. Based on my statement, we never like allow to be fit enough so that we can invite other people.
Let's go now to consumers and people who are affected by the VAT hikes, the petrol price hikes, as well as the food hikes.
So this thing is a history that repeats itself. This is like the history that repeats itself. Work class, this is what they're going to experience every time. Work class are people are working, people went to school, people graduate. Because businesses, man, they make money from working class. So like you're going to face this kind of challenges. Wow.
Last week in your press briefing, you laid the blame for those petrol price hikes on President Cyril Ramaphosa. Take us through what, as a consumer, you feel that should be done besides voting next year, which was your solution in the press conference, on a day-to-day basis now to cope with all these increases.
Let's create jobs. Lots of industries must be opened. So you create a job, people, wow. You create the jobs, then people come. But like if you're not creating a job, it won't be because of like if people are not working, they're staying at home. When people stay at home, unemployment rate is going high. Unemployment rate leads to crime. Crime go high. Crime go to increase of alcohol because in South Africa, people they use alcohol to crime. People they use crime to avoid the reality. They use alcohol. In South Africa, alcohol is a fashion. In South Africa, if you don't drink, I don't know they see you as what. If you don't drink, they say I don't know they see you as what. You understand? But like the best way to make sure like our economy is going up is when the land is reformed. Like Julius Malema explained about they should about the land. The land should own by the state. If you want to own a business, if you want to own a mining, if you want to own a farming, whatever type of business industry you want to fall, you're going to tell the government your plan, and then they give it the land. So that land is not yours. That's where it makes me very confused. Like, what about your kids? What about your kids? So because of people they are working differently.
To Mamen, I should not have increased VAT because no one sent, he said send me. No one has sent him to go and increase VAT. He increased VAT, sent by himself. No one sent him there. He should have reduced VAT. We should consider the issues of the levy in the petrol price so that once we reduce the petrol price, once we reduce the VAT, then we know that certain items, especially the basic items that our people need for survival, we should completely take out VAT in those products so that the consumer is relieved from these huge burdens.
But like, I don't think it will help it that way. It will never help. Yes, we were talking economics there, but we need to check the causes. Like that, the VAT suppliers, even like people from the tertiary, they're going through a lot, man. So like that means your supplier are going to lose. They're going to lose because of the failure of the state of our government. If it's going to that way, you won't work. It will never work. I guarantee that. I don't see it working. I don't see it working. I don't know, you can share your thoughts on the description. Don't just watch, share your thoughts, man. Be part of conversation. This is a politic, man. Politic include you, even though when you try to run away, but it include you. Decision they make, parliament, the decision they make affects you. So if you're not engaging, that's a problem, because when you engage, it shows like you understand more. So if you're not engaging, there are problems. So make sure you engage, make sure like you share your thoughts, you share what's happening in this country.
And it becomes difficult for them to consume and participate effectively in the economy. So the increase of VAT was a miscalculation. And all of this is happening under the over-exaggerated new dawn. Maybe they shouldn't have called it a dawn, they should have called it a Vaseline or something else.
Man, this guy loves jokes, man. This guy loves jokes. Hey, oh my god, this guy loves jokes, man. Julius Malema loves jokes. So like we need to like now to become the part of economy. We need to be stop focusing on like booty death, booty tobes, booty whatever, booty beer, booty alcohol. So the moment we understand how economy moves and how can we improve our economy, that's where we change lives. That's where we bring value to this country. But like if we are busy, we are here like every time dancing alcohol, man, this economy is going to remain the same. And remember, no one from outside is coming to build South Africa. Someone said to me, so I was sitting there in a taxi, and this guy was like, I was sitting in the taxi,
Because it is complete.
Listen, madam, I'm talking, please give me a chance. I was sitting in a taxi there. So in front of the thing, I was just sitting there relaxing, and this guy said, "Hey, my boy, you must work so hard, because so everyone coming to South Africa is not going to build South Africa. Everyone comes to Africa is coming to benefit Africa as a whole." I never understand that. So like everyone coming here in South Africa, because I'm from South Africa, is going to here to eat, not to build. But like, what are you saying? Listen, my boy. Listen very well.
Failure. So I don't understand what is this to be, what is there to be celebrated by these people. So this over-exaggeration, we said at the beginning that people will see the real man behind Cyril Ramaphosa, who's obsessed with corporate, who's obsessed with business, and has got no regard for poor people, especially poor consumers.
Yeah, people will say like, yo, you see, when you take Ramaphosa, Ramaphosa is a business-minded. He's a business. He has a billions. Will never do corruption. I was like, Sarah, they say yes. And that time I was so young. So this guy owned a business. Is business-minded, like how Julius Malema just described him. Is it like how Julius Malema described him? They say the same thing like that. Look our country now. Look, our country is a mess. Look at the country you're living in. Look the country you are living in. It's mess. Very mess. And like black people, they love the black I don't know, but sometimes like these things will always be in my mind. It always be in my mind when someone said like black people, they don't want land, they want jobs. Because of they don't understand the two. Just imagine. They say like these people, they don't want land, they want jobs. They don't know what they're going to do with their land. But they're staying in the shacks. These other things had.
So my question was more focused away from the side of politics and more to say to consumers, what do you suggest that they do now, short of voting next year, which is what your suggestion was, to cope with these increases that you've spoken about?
Well, we should try and save and only go for what we really need, not things that are luxurious. We should try by all means to save money and let every cent count. Because we are living in very difficult times, and we can only hope and rely on 2019.
Rely on what? Oh, this was 2018. If you don't know, this was 2018. In 2018, the unemployment rate was 27%. 27%. I'm asking myself, like, now how many percent? Now I'm asking myself is how many percent unemployment rate? Maybe 40 or 50.
Maybe things will change for the better. But for now, we have to really spend our money on what we really need and not things that we seek to impress others, even if we don't need them.
You must tell your black people, the black people they go to when they are working, got a contract at 20,000. You got a contract at 30,000. You're going to buy a car with loan. You're staying in an apartment there. Huh? So like now we need to educate people who went to school now, people who understand this world. We need to educate them to say like this is how you use money to build economy. So like now we need to educate people who went to school to say like if you earn 26,000, 30, 40, going to take a car with loan, stay in an apartment thing, buy a car with loan, stay in an apartment thing, buying foods, you level 2,000. They said news, if you lose that work, you lost everything. You lose everything. The bank is going to take their car. The bank is going to take their car and the landlord is going to kick you out. The landlord is going to kick you out. So like now we must able to come here and educate people who went to school because of, I don't know if their money is working or what.
Do you think that in this discourse that we have around politics, around money, I know that your party particularly gets called out a lot by certain people in the media for the cars you allegedly drive or the shoes you already drive. Do you think that discourse is just attacking people? Or do you
I remember Julius Malema was saying like, he made a mistake as a young boy. You know, was living the life, flashy lifestyle. But like, those things, man, he left them. Was living their best life, like what the lady asking about, the cars we're driving, the life we're living, the shoes we're wearing. I didn't have much to register. But it was a video where like he was explaining everything.
Do you think there is a sense that perhaps there needs to be a look at the image that you put out as a politician versus what you're saying, or is that quite a low bar of thinking?
No, our people are not fools, man. Our people know their politicians. They know us. They know what we do. We live with them. We live amongst them.
Yes. Now you guys stay in suburbs, miss. You guys no longer stay in cars today. You guys living the best life. You're living in the area where there's securities. Your people they're living in the squatter camps. Now we have mothers, we have mothers who work for who are domestic workers. Yeah? Yeah, we have mothers who are domestic workers. You see, when it comes to that statement, I don't believe you. See, that statement, like we live together and what and what. Maybe other politics will stay in. Because I'm tired.
They know what we drive, they know where we stay. We never said anywhere in our manifesto, elect us into parliament, we'll stay in Alexander. So our people know. They elected us knowing that our houses were taken in Santin. They still elected us to parliament. So it's not like we're misleading them and telling them that we stay in Elias Mutso.
Meaning like the people who voted, they love you guys. They love South African politicians. They say, like, yeah, you guys can stay in towns. Us are going to stay in RDPs. And then we try to fight this life, but we love our politicians. And to show them we love them, let's allow them to stay where they want to stay. Stay in the big houses, whatever they want to stay, you know? And my said, like, it's not like we are misleading them. It's not like that. It's not like we are misleading them. We don't.
A lady in Kliptown. No, they know who we exist for. But those that can't find fault in your argument and in your narrative, they start degenerating to be looking at your earrings and say your earrings are too shiny, therefore they're expensive. That's a degeneration. We cannot have an intellectual debate looking at who's dressed what. I've always said I can have Tokyo Sowale as my president. I have now a billionaire as my president. I can have Patrice as my president.
Yeah, you know how to debate. Malema, he knows how to debate. But like there was other statement was told to the right guy. They interviewed Julius Malema. They interview him, and he mentions like these people when they get angry, they're going to get angry at us, even us politicians who fight for them because of we left them in Kasi and us was in suburbs. He mentioned something like that, which is the truth. Which is the truth, man. It's not like something like that. So we left our people in Kasi, and us were living here in Santins. We are living the best life, and these people are struggling. You understand? So like, but I do get him.
What matters to me is political will, is whether they've got the will and the heart to change the things for the better, particularly for poor people. It's not about what they drive. I don't care where they stay, as long as they will change the lives of our people. So when you call the EFF about the shoes they wear, it's a demonstration of.
I learned that ChatGPT
I'm busy. Go to London.
works best with detailed prompts, but I hate typing them. So instead,
Of teaching.
But you can't focus to people what they are wearing because of it's wearing label. That means you can't leave because it's wearing this because you can't do this. No, like that's not a politic.
Generation, because we have a billionaire as a president. Nelson Mandela stayed in Houghton. You never said people must not elect Nelson Mandela because he stays in Houghton. Nelson Mandela did not cease to be a hero because he stayed in Houghton. So really, these levels of degeneration just show you the type of people we are engaged with. We're not what.
Facts. I think like you are speaking the facts. Only fact. People are going to say like those things. You know, people are people, man. We can't change people. But they got Julius Malema, man. I love his reasoning. He's the best.
about pettiness.
Nomgcobo Jiba and Advocate Lawrence Mhwebi, it's just been announced in court a short while ago that they're not going to be struck from their advocate role. Before we go, your views on that?
Well, the court has made a decision. I've always made a call. I spoke on Tom Moyani. I said,
Malema believe in court. So you can listen to Julius Malema a lot. Is tell like this man believe in court. Like most of the time, so like can't make decision. Let allow court to make a decision. But it said like this year they found him guilty, and so like next day I don't know what will happen, but we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it. Yeah. Nothing much. Let's give him the last word so that we can close the video.
let's not make potential facts heroes by how we treat them. Look at what we did to Duduzane. Today, Duduzane, it's a hero because of how he was handled in court.
You know that song, Umama Duduzane. Hi, Umama Duduzane. Hi, Umama Duduzane. Hi, Mama. I'm going to listen after it.
Our people, South Africans, particularly, sympathize with those who appear to be victims. Never attack potential facts in a manner that you will turn them into heroes.
That's beautiful.
Let us only go for them if we've got a case against them. There's difference between politics and a case, because there you have to go prove beyond reasonable doubt. And Malema makes noise, then the NPA wants to jump and act even when they don't have the facts. So let's separate.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, man. We'll give the hand to Julius Malema. Give the hand to Julius Malema.
The two. We will continue to make noise, particularly when we suspect there's something wrong in a particular, office or department. But the Hawks and NPA, they must not play to the gallery. Even when we make noise, they must go and get the facts. And even when they get the facts, let them treat people fairly, because the inability to treat people fairly, you'll turn them into heroes. And
Fact. That's beautiful, man. What a beautiful message by Julius Malema, the next president of this country. Everyone loves Julius Malema. Everyone, man. And I can say I don't know what happened. There was no Zoe comments and I didn't write Julius Malema right now. It's like Julia. Yeah. So guys, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that I can stay motivated and I can keep on coming so hard. I can keep on focusing on these topics like this. So the only thing you must do, you must hit that subscribe button so that I can keep on reacting. Because I'm like, now I'm planning on reacting Julius Malema. Julius Malema asking President Tule, say like, why are you trying to spoil bread? Like the war that's happening in South Africa between. Let me see. He was saying like, why are you talking to this is the next video I'm going to focus on.
And you'll have yourself to blame.
Thanks so much for your time, Julius Malema, leader of the Economic.
Malema, you are strong, my brother. What's happening here?
The relationship with the DA confused a lot of people, right? Because you went to the ANC and gave them 7 or 8 requests to say, fire Zuma, do this, agree on land, things that they eventually did, right? But at that point, they didn't agree on it. And so people were wondering whether were you taking a chance, or you had made a principled decision that you're going to fire the ANC out of power and rather the devil you don't know?
Well, we're genuine with the ANC because all the demands were requested from the ANC, even when they could not meet those demands at that time.
So what's happening? So I don't know like what's happening here, but the only thing I will say to you guys, or let's say, thanks so much for taking your time for watching this video. My name is Emily the Cat. I do the most, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that I can stay motivated and keep on showing up, keep on doing the most, man. I love you so much. Stay tuned. Boo! Stay tuned, man.